Hello, my name is Charmaine Wilson and I'd like to welcome you to my blog called Spirit Matters. Today I would like to talk about a very common email I get, and the email that I get quite often is people wondering how to help their friends through the darkest, deepest days of grief. This is a very hard task that you've taken on, and I hope that something in this little upload will help you be of more assistance to your friend or loved one going through this most terrible time. The first thing you must need to understand is that for the first few months of this grief, they will be very hard to reach, but don't give up on them, okay? The most important thing you can do is let them talk about their loved one, but instead of letting them talk about the death part all the time, encourage them to the happy memories that that person may have. So if you obviously know the person they've lost, so encourage them to talk about the things that make them smile, and hopefully each conversation can end up with some laughter instead of tears. There are going to be very, very hard days, and I think that if you've taken on the task of being your friend's assistance through this grief, what you need to do is remember to cheer them up. So maybe if they're having a really, really down day, say, that's it, we're up, we're going, and take them to a funny movie or take them to something special. But do spoil them a little if you can afford to, because they will appreciate it and they will look back on this time and be very thankful for it. Too often, a lot of people, when someone that they know has lost someone, they basically avoid them. Don't be that person. Don't avoid your friend when they're in grief. This is the time they need you most of all. Just remember that. Another thing that I think that is very essential for you to do, and hopefully you're a little bit sporty, but what you need to do is remember that grief can become an energy form in itself. So I would encourage you, if you are a really good mate, to get your friend to go out dancing, take them to a Zumba class, maybe encouraging them to go to the gym, or simply just get them out and go for a walk. What you need to do is start helping them move this grief through, okay? Go on a health kick with them this time if you can, because that will be of great benefit to them. Join a meditation class. If you do have a bit of money, maybe shout them to a massage when they're feeling really low, because that too will move this grief energy through. What you need to understand, if you have decided that you are going to be assistant to your friend's grief, then you are going to have some hard times, but your job is to try to keep bringing them up and leading them back onto the road of happiness. They are going to want to cry, and this is the time you can just hold them while they cry, but as quickly as you can, bring them down to those happy memories, bring them back to the smiles, or hey, maybe get some dirty jokes up your sleeve so you can make them laugh in that way. Whatever it is you need to do to make them smile is what you need to do to help your friend through this deep, heavy grief. You basically need to learn to become a clown. And I hope that makes sense. You need to be comforting, you need to be happy, and you also just need to be very supportive, and you need to let them talk about their person. That's most important. By all means, don't abandon them when they're feeling low. And if they push you away, then really if they do start pushing you away and you think they're in a bit of trouble, maybe you can go and talk to a counsellor or someone to get some more ideas, or maybe you can encourage them to see a grief counsellor. But for what it's worth, I thank you for looking after your friend. And I thank you for having the absolute courage to take on this most important task, because for those of us in deep grief, we need you. We need to know that there's people around that love us and care enough about us to support us, to help us through. We don't need people to encourage us to drown in our grief. We need these people to be our life preserver and to drag us out of the drowning. So good luck. If you have any questions, you can always put them on my Facebook page. But if I can be of an assistance in this area, do email me. But thank you for listening, and I hope this helps somehow. Thank you.